I'll preface all this by saying the whole branding and marketing thing is so new to me. I had never given the field of marketing a second thought until I made up my mind to study it in college in hopes of finding a field in which I could finally use my talents. All of that is evident in my various personal brand assessments done through this class. My online AD calculator results showed me that I am digitally disguised, which came as absolutely no surprise to me. The individual elements were no surprise either, showing me first that my purity score was low. In the top 3 pages, there was not a single mention of my name that was referring to me. Looks like my name is very common, which is bad for a personal brand that eventually wants to stand out. Second, I was shown that my diversity of content was very low, which makes sense as there should be little to no content out there that was made by me. That's another area I'd like to start amending soon. Finally, the results let me know that because there were no people out there speaking for me, I have no credibility online or no validation. Basically, I'm starting from scratch. The brand archetype quiz showed me that I am the entertainer archetype, that my goal is to have a great time and lighten up the rest of the world, entertain people, and enjoy life to the fullest. This result was even less surprising to me than the ID calculator. I did learn a bit from this, however, most notably that it's okay to be the fun-loving entertainer type of person and still be a professional. I have to learn how to harness my personality to create engaging content. Second, it displays my weakness as frivolity or wasting time, something I definitely can agree with. Finally, customers of this type generally end up feeling playful, love for life, giddy, energetic, entertained, and amused after their interactions. That's a result I can get behind. Hootsuite. This thing was a nightmare for me to figure out. I used the class resources as well as a bunch I found on my own to finally get a handle on it. Now that I have a better idea of how to use it, and more importantly, why to use it, I can definitely see the benefits this tool will bring to anyone looking to monitor their brand. One of the biggest problems I had with it is the fact that I've had no reason to promote myself and have had nothing to promote, no product behind my brand. This class has already helped me to understand better that I don't need a product to peddle in order to have a brand, but my brand is my promise of value to everyone else out there that may or may not be a client someday. I set up my tabs in order of brand, marketing, following, and social media. This is the order I chose because I feel at this stage in my career, these are the things I need to build off of. Down the line, once I'm more sure of myself and I know what it is I'm actually going to be doing, I'll add tabs for competitors and bloggers. In my brand tab, I'm able to see any mentions of my exact name on the web and mentions of my Twitter handle. I've also installed the Nexus Search app for when I eventually want to look at metrics and how my brand compares to others. Obviously, as I'm digitally disguised for now, I won't be seeing anything of myself popping up until I start posting more and more. The Marketing tab shows news and other articles from around the web regarding the industry I'm getting myself into. The Following tab has streams from different small businesses and local companies I have interest in, two of which I potentially may work for in the foreseeable future. Social media, of course, shows my different Twitter streams and my followers on Instagram. I've also installed my Facebook to my Hootsuite, but I wasn't able to find much functionality for that until I started scheduling out posts. According to the reading in class, Online Reputation Management: The Ultimate Guide by brandyourself.com, one of the most effective ways to build the foundation of one's online presence is to get on social media. It also pays to buy your own domain name and build a website, but those would just be wasted until I have something to offer that'll justify having such things. For now, social media is my method. I'm following a few companies that I hope to be professionally involved with soon. First is Indie Atlantic Films, a local film company owned by a very close friend of mine. They do a lot of corporate videos for some pretty recognizable companies, as well as a lot for local businesses and entrepreneurs. Second is Catapult, which is an incubator and workspace for entrepreneurs here in Lakeland. As I move forward with my career, I hope to be doing work with them at some point. Finally is Mass Market, a collective of creative businesses that have repurposed old buildings for exciting new work in Lakeland. My wife does work with them, and I have a few friends deeply involved with this as well. These are 3 companies I not only wish to work with soon, but I also plan on learning a great deal about branding from what they've done, as their reputations around the community here are stellar. This was a tweet by Mass Market promoting the grand opening of their new venue. My wife had a booth at the event, and it was a massive networking opportunity for many local entrepreneurs and great food. The information was great for me to see how to properly promote an event like this and to put out good content in a simple tweet. As an entertainer archetype, helping to put on events could be in my wheelhouse. From my marketing tab, I found this great tweet sharing a story with several tips on good SEO. This was great for me to bookmark and gave some good insights on using keywords properly and using every inch of space in your content to try and generate revenue. I'll need this on the back end if I'm going to effectively get my brand out there. This last tweet led me to an article that will help me out with an issue I'm dreading: making compelling content. It gives great advice such as not making content too short, developing a plan for your content, and making sure content is distinct to your brand. As I want my eventual content to be entertaining, it helps to get tips like this before I even start. Google Alerts is a tool I'd never heard of before this class. I can see the value in brand monitoring as it will alert you whenever your name comes up on the web, whether good or bad. I don't think this particular tool will get much use by me until I increase my digital footprint a bit, but I'm going to keep these active until then just in case. I set my alerts to show my name, the marketing industry, and the company Real SEO. The alerts for Brian Waters, my brand, yield nothing relevant. I knew this would be the case at least for a while, but as long as I incorporate the things I've been learning in this class, including the tips from the reading I mentioned earlier, I'm confident I'll be seeing more results coming into my Gmail account about me. Let's hope they're good. The alerts from marketing are varied in usefulness to me. There were a couple really good articles, then some that were a bit less interesting. Well, they can't all be winners after all. There were a few standouts in the marketing alerts though. There was an article dealing with the quantum shift that marketing is undergoing due to advancements not only in tech, but also in philosophy. This is directly related to the work I'll be doing not only in class, but once I graduate, as tech and marketing are becoming increasingly more intertwined. Next came an article detailing an award received by the Ottawa Visitor Center for its Live Buffalo No Bull marketing campaign. The OVC talked about not only its design work for the campaign, but also using the Facebook Live feature to give a new perspective to their viewers. This article shows that fresh and innovative marketing gets noticed, and of course, it's much better for the audience if that marketing content is entertaining. The last article was about the advantage content marketing can have even in business-to-business situations, which I may find myself in later if I collaborate with other businesses. The article states that focus should be placed on the production of useful content, having an effective landing page, and a few others. As an eventual content marketer, I took those first two very seriously, as I believe those are things that capture me as a consumer. If I market as I've been marketed to, I could find my target audience organically. The Real SEO alerts were pretty sporadic in their usefulness. I chose this company because I'd seen a few videos on SEO that I really liked, so I wanted to follow them. The first article I listed is about cat videos. Yep. The article lists various stats about cat videos and cat stars on YouTube that are ridiculously impressive. I thought this article was useful because it shows that having a video go viral on YouTube is the absolute best way to become known in this generation. What better venue to be entertaining? I saw a second article in this alert feed that backed up the first one nicely. It shows that a huge percentage of a key demographic would trust a YouTube creator who endorsed a product. While I currently don't have a ton of respect for YouTubers, I may have to look into changing that to reach a new target market, according to this article. To tie a final knot in the video content rigging, the last article shows that a massive percentage of business-to-business marketers agree that video content makes a positive impact on marketing return on investment. Basically, all three of these articles are enough to prove to me that if I want to get my personal brand out there, creating some outstanding video content and putting it on YouTube is the way to do it. Need a break? Here are some adorable baby otters. Okay, moving on. Now we have Feedly. I set up my dashboard very simply covering RSS feeds in business, marketing, and social media. Under business, I have feeds by Entrepreneur Magazine, Fast Company, Inc.com, and VentureBeat, all business publications that offer differing perspectives on topics in the business world. To be in the business world, I need to understand the business world. These are some great publications to get me to that point. I do want my personal brand to be as rooted in knowledge as I can. Under marketing, I have feeds by HubSpot, Mashable, QuickSprout, and Seth Godin. These are all very different works dealing with various digital topics. HubSpot is great for general marketing and social media topics. Mashable has a wide variety of content spanning just about everything. QuickSprout has a lot of branding, content, and digital marketing and business techniques. and Seth Godin has a lot of good blogs on marketing and good mindsets. These are all great areas of focus for me personally, as I want to base my brand's foundation on these topics. The social media feed is more straightforward, with RSS feeds by Hootsuite, which provide always needed tips and tricks on using their app, and Copyblogger is a great hybrid of marketing, SEO, and social media articles. The rest are all centered around getting the most out of today's social media platforms and strategies. I have so many of these because I value different perspectives and opinions, and I'm a firm believer that there's more than one way to do most things. If I'm going to set my brand apart and be consumer-centric, I have to have perspective. Feedly was great for putting forth content I wouldn't even know to look for. Here, I found an article with some great social media tips, like devoting time to learning how the different social media work, listening to your customers, and using automation for consistency. Hello, Hootsuite. Next was another social media-based piece, but the focus this time was on dealing with difficult customers on social media. This is something I'm sure I'll need someday, but never thought to look up. It details tips like effective listening, responding like a human being, and responding quickly and publicly. Since I've never had to deal with customers on that platform before, I'll be bookmarking this little gem. Finally, one of my more recent long-term goals, to be verified on Twitter. Due to my online ID telling me my verification was low, I feel the need to get myself to a point where I can be trusted. There were some great tips in this article that I feel will be able to get me to that point, but they will take some time to be sure. That's it. You made it. Thanks for watching.